And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
We are just getting started. And Solanke! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Over to the right flank. He has found the way through. Ferran Torres, looking for the run. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That has not gone well. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Marc Casado certainly looks like an elite player, Peter, who was reared for his role in the middle of the park.
Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! About as smooth as it gets. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Arsenal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Ferran Torres. That's good play. Good chance here!
Tottenham always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Looking to play him in. Chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
There's a sharp little ball here. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking. Bissouma. And here's Bentancur. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's a key interception. Danso. Now it's Solanke. That has been slung wide. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's neat. Danso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Caicedo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Takes the shot! And that is wildly off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Arsenal coming in at half-time, leading by 1 goal to nil.
Now let's all rally behind the
There's
boys
plenty
and
of
show them a bit
positives to
support.
take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Arsenal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half. Arsenal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ferran Torres. Caicedo. Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Caicedo. Now it's Simons. Nicely weighted ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Tries to play it through. Kolomuani's cross. And it's hoisted clear. Could be danger here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Not a hint of offside here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Arsenal have it back and can go again. Messi. Spence tries to clear.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's in on goal. Played out to the left flank. And Messi! And no mistake. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Final
Gallagher.
checks on the touchline.
Number
A
39.
change about to occur.
Mulani.
Arsenal
Coming on
are
the field,
doing very
number
nicely, thank
20,
you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And here's
2 added
Solanke.
minutes has been indicated.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Ferran Torres. On the through ball. Now it's Mbappe! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Arsenal have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
We advise
Thoughts on
that
what we've
anybody
just
looking
seen?
to book
Arsenal
tickets
really
in
were
advance,
great
please
today.
visit
They
the
showed a
ticket
lot
office
of
for
battling
information.
qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.